What is up, guys? It's your boy No Risk, No Premium, back with another episode of the Market Overview, guys. Today we had Powell speaking, and you would have thought it was a FOMC event day with how crazy the market was, but it was very fun and full of huge scalp swing opportunities. So very much of a fun trading day. Now, if you're not a big volatile trader, then you didn't have as much fun. You probably struggled a little bit because it's also OPEX week, right? It's also options expiration week. If you guys don't know what that is, it's the third Friday of every month. You should look more into it. If you're trading options, you should definitely know what options expiration is. Why, if you're going to be an options trader. All right, just makes sense. Now, on to tomorrow. Only thing we do have is it's actually options expiration tomorrow, being it Friday. No actual big data coming out at all. Big nothing burger. I checked them both just to make sure. Just got a knucklehead coming out and speaking at 12:15. Hopefully, we'll be done out on the golf course, sipping Mai Tais, doing something great before 12:15 hits. Remember, guys, it's Friday. Just want to be one and done on Fridays. Get it over with. Get on with your day. Start your quote unquote possible 3-day weekend coming to you. Now, onto the charts here, looking at ES. We lost this huge 4,300 area, right? We knew we had this little bit of balance zone down here, and we dipped down below. Huge selling today. Huge selling. So it's either reclaim 4,300 or bust. Okay, so it's all going to be about this 4,300. Are we dipping down just a little bit in here to bounce it back up, right? That's what I'm going to be watching personally. Okay, personally, I'm going to be watching what happens here overnight and into the morning at around 4,300. If we stay underneath it, it's more than likely we can come down and find some more liquidity down here at this 42.30, 42.40 area. I'd be looking for a long bounce down there, or even looking for a possible, maybe we go down a little bit for a possible reject here to take us lower. That'll be a trade opportunity. If we could get back above and hold it, I think we take a move back on up to 43.50. So there's big swing opportunities to each side, right? We've got 60 points of downside, 50 points of upside. So there's huge. You're going to have to trade around this level. Do I think tomorrow's going to be easy? Absolutely not, especially after what we had today. The VIX is elevated, but I do think nonetheless, we're still higher than these old weekly highs over here. You could throw a little, you know, you could throw a little Fibonacci retracement on there and see, oh, is there a possible spot down here that we could bounce? Yeah. So you could watch 42.77 tomorrow to see, is this going to be just a possible retrace and bounce? Maybe it holds it overnight. I have no idea. But for me, I think the 4,300 level is going to be most important. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Some people probably get mad at me, so you should go from the recent swing low to the swing high, et cetera, et cetera. So 43, 42.77, 42.82. Anyway, in that area, that's what I'll be watching. Okay, 4,300, I think is going to be the level I'm going to play around. If not, I'll be looking for longs down at 42.40, looking for that short trade up at 43.50. All about this 4,300, I believe. SPY chart. Okay, SPY chart. Right, SPY chart. You could see we have came right down to this 425.26 level. Now I'm going to zoom in just a tad here so you can see. Right, we had some resistance in here and we have back tested and gone, and now we've closed right at it. So this 425.26 is going to be like that 4,300 ES level, going to be very important. Let's watch what happens in this area. Let's not forget we got the daily 200 MA is going to be right here at 422. I just had to attach it to a wick. I think it's at 422 and some change here. What do we got? 422.11. So close, right? Just call it 422. So that's interesting that it's right there. I wonder, actually, go back to the ES chart here on the daily. 42.60. So I thought it maybe would start lining up with that Fibonacci retrace. Never mind. Just wanted to go back and check. And that's why we do our homework, right? That's why we do our homework. On to SPY, though. It's going to be all about this 425, 426 area in here, right? Oh, I don't want the daily, I like the 4 hour a little bit better. Sorry about that, guys. All right, back to it. I like to see this 425.26. If we could stay above 426 tomorrow, I think that was really going to open up and move back to about 429, 431 from there. Underneath it, though, I think we can come down to this 422 area, 200 MA, all the way from there down to 420. I'm a bounce zone guy down there. I'm looking for bounces in this area. Why? This looks like some pretty strong demand, right? So I think if this level prints again tomorrow, that's if it happens tomorrow. I have no idea where we're going to open. I have no idea. We're going to continue to sell. All I know is down in this area, 420 to 422, right? You got demand, weekly demand. You've got the 422 is 200 day MA. I'll be looking for bounces down in that zone. Absolutely. If you want, you could do a little Fibonacci retrace. Right. And you could see, look, ooh, that 423 and 200 AMA kind of getting close. Interesting. Maybe some confluence. I don't know. Right. I don't know. So let's watch 422 to 420. Let's watch for the bounce in there. If not, we're going to trade around 426 today. Basically, today's low and today's close. See if we can come back and bounce back up to 429, 431 from there. QQQ looking pretty weak. I'm not going to lie. Everything looked weak. But you could see I think this has way more room to fall. I'm not really, we'd have to take a big reclaim, I think, of this 362 level, right? This 362 level is going to be a big level if we can get back up here. But as of right now, 360, you can look to reclaim it. You can see there was some resistance in there before we took it off. So watch the trade around 360 tomorrow if we want to open up or close there. But I do think I'd be more confident at the long trade here is letting this imbalance kind of fill it back down to this demand we can see over here, right? And then take the longs down here at about 354. So watch the trade around 360. If we can reclaim 360, 362, that would be very bullish. If not, look for the possible redirect and dip down to 354. I'd be looking for bounce to 354. 351 is going to be a huge weekly demand. There is a short trade under there, though, if we get really bad, but we'll just have to see, right? So 360 is going to be low to trade around. Watch bounce 354. Reclaim 362 takes us back to 365. Last but not least, IWM breaking big level on this 4-hour and daily time frame. As you can see, we have major weekly demand down in this area, and we're getting right back into it again. So really, it's going to be this whole zone. You're going to want to watch for areas so you can see a bounce. I think 167.50 and then 164. 167.50, 164. They're going to be the two big levels from a macro standpoint. Zooming out, but now let's zoom in a tad bit here. We have to reclaim 170. If we reclaim 170, that'll mark a bottom right here. Maybe this is just a liquidity grab and jump. Now underneath here, underneath 168.35, 167.50, 164. I really like the bounce at 164. If we were to get down there, I think that's be a very high probability bounce down there. Watch for the possible reclaim at 170. Open back up this little bounce zone. If we just had a liquidity grab and jump, we could easily try to get the top of the balance zone back at 176. And guys, that is all I have for you. All righty. No data tomorrow. Remember, one and done trading. Okay. And as usual, you got to wake up early, get your levels right, and of course, not do anything fucking stupid. We'll see you bright and early. Peace.